Vibe Media. Vibe Media. Vibe Media. Vibe Media.
Can you guys hear me all right? I have done a bit of streaming, but never on YouTube, so bear with me. We might be a little sloppy. Sloppy. I don't like that. Does that look bad to you guys? I don't like that frame rate. Oh well, we're gonna work with it. Hi, I'm Donnie. Welcome to the first Roto live video. I stream on Twitch. I've never streamed on YouTube, so bear with me as I try to figure out, like, you know, everything. But thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to, I have to get this image. This image was up and until it wasn't. This is wrong. Don't look at this. That's what it's supposed to be. There we go. I'll get the stats up for you guys, and then we can look at them together. Is the audio okay? Audio levels, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Oh, any word on Zach after going down? I have not seen anything yet, B-Hood. The only thing I've seen was what was on the feed, unfortunately. Twitter has been pretty quiet. Nothing Nothing on Twitter about Zacho. He did, so his qualifying time, let me get over the 450 times. His qualifying time was out of the A series. He did not even put down a single lap in the B session. I guess, okay, we're a little bit better. I think the audio is going to be a little off. I need to put a little bit of a delay. Oh well, it's just gonna have to be. Hopefully that helps a little bit. I can't fix it. I can't fix it any better. Andrea, Andy, JS Agron, 24 V Cummins on 14's B Hood. Guys, what are your names? What are your names on? Do you guys do the Twitter? How are you here? Twitter, Instagram, what have you? Let me know. Let me know how you're here. Let me know what your names are. Let me know what your name is on Pulp. I like that color combo. Dude, nice, Dirty Al. What's up, dude? It's good to see you. Switch on my all-star pick. Yeah, I am going to switch from Zacho. So if you guys didn't see on the pre-show, on the qualifying, Zacho went down pretty hard. He was going through the whoop section if you guys didn't see it, and he just got a little crooked and went over the bars, and he flew over the bars, but the bar caught him right in the belly hard. Like, I've never seen somebody that could walk, get up and off the track in literally walk as fast as he could to the Alpine Star unit. Like, he was searching for the Alpine Star. He was hurt, but Daniel Blair said that he's okay. They did an ultrasound to make sure nothing was ruptured, and it looked fine. If it's me, though, I'm probably going to stay away from Osborne tonight because that looked awful. And he knew something was wrong. The way he got up, he knew he was hurt. So I know he was my obvious all-star pick, but Osborne I would probably stay away from. As you can see, he did qualify. His A time would have still put him 15th. I would probably not go there. If you can go Anderson, go Anderson. But I know that he was a pretty high pick trend last week. But I would go Anderson or Malcolm if you don't want to go Tomac Webb. Dane, dude, it's good to see you, Dane. Golf Coaster, Softball Dad. I checked Twitter, I saw nothing. Switch to Mookie. I like the Mookie pick for sure. But Dirty, I bet those Vans are sweet, man. As I'm sure you guys can tell, these are my colors. It wasn't a coincidence that I made all the branding in this teal color. I have a lot of it around. But going with Mookie, I think Mookie's a good call. For the 250 class, we had what? Only three East guys in the top 10. You expected to see Sexton and McElroth there. Nichols also is in the top 10. Not surprising. Shimoda was 11. Let me switch over to the 250 cheat sheet so we can look at that together. Shimoda was 11th, which again, 10 handicap, puts you right there. I expected more out of McAdoo and Craig. I think they're gonna race in just fine. Belos, I think Belos is a huge surprise value. I think Belos could be a really good pick. Amart looked rough. Oldenburg, maybe not. Dustin Winter's probably gonna be a really trendy pick. He qualified 20th overall, and that was 1, 2, 3. Let's see. That was 8th best in the East. So if he could sneak straight out of the East, remember guys, that East is so weak though. If you're gonna pick one of the high handicap guys, make sure it's out of the East because I don't see any of those guys sneaking in through the West. The West is likely gonna bring Drake, Amart, Oldenburg, and Clout to the LCQ. Also, everybody, for Luke Clout, he did not put in a fast time in the second session. I don't know what happened. He only did 2 laps. I saw him on TV going slow right around the finish line jump where it empties back out into the start straight. I'm not sure if he went down, he might have got injured, or if maybe he was having a bike problem. Either way, I don't know how I feel about Clout, especially him not putting a time down. That means he pulled off the track and didn't even go back out. So either way, I would probably stay away from that. I have Barsha at 9. I don't mind Barsha. I just don't think Barsha has a lot of upside either. I don't mind it, though. Does anybody... They didn't even show Kenny, I don't think, at all on the preview show. Does anybody know what's up with Kenny? I know that he was technically only Man, it's insane. Kenny was 0.6 of a second off the fastest, and that puts him at 11th. This 450 class is so stacked up top. It's actually kind of insane. FFLs, Chris Schroyer. With Osborne hurt, I mean Webb. I think I go Webb. I would have definitely said Osborne. I'm not taking either. If you are in a dire make or break situation and you feel like you need to go FFLs to make up that 30 points, I would probably go Webb and McElrath. Although McElrath also went down hard. I don't know if you guys saw on the thing, but McElrath, so they did the false start out of the East class, and it was somebody, I don't remember who, somebody Sexton Drake, no, somebody Sexton, Pierce Brown and McElrath all the way on the inside, and they all got squeezed in, and then Brown kind of was like right along the tough blocks, and it shoved McElrath over the tough block, and he went down hard, man, and like he landed, his chest landed into the foot peg of Pierce Brown, and he went over hard. I was actually surprised he got up and put in as fast of a time as he did, but I bet for the night show he's going to be feeling it for sure. Will Craig finish decently this race? God, I hope so. I think what you might have to look for with Craig, I think he could still be a good pick, because with him qualifying so poorly, being the 12th overall in the heats combined, I think that's going to scare people a little, or I'm sorry, 13th overall. That might scare people away from Craig a little bit. So I expect to see Craig's pick trend to be lower, which should lend to better value for you guys that are out there trying to make up points. I think Craig could still be a good pick. I think Hunter Lawrence is probably going to be the trap for the race, because he qualified really well, but I just don't see him. I don't see him, you know, his best finish on the season is what, 10th, 11th? In his two races, I just don't see him beating McAdoo and Craig and Hartraft, and I mean even maybe Shimoda, you know, like I just don't see him getting that high. Maybe 2 All-Stars in the 250 safer pick. I don't think so, Andy. It depends on what you're going for. If you are protecting a lead, maybe, but you're not going to gain picks on the All-Star. I am a humongous 1 All-Star person. I don't think the 2 All-Stars really ever pays off. Especially with so much value in the 250s. Like, I know it doesn't look great on paper because there aren't any high handicaps, but I think you take, if you want to play it safe, I think you take McAdoo and McAdoo, Mosman, and Nichols maybe, because I think all 3 of those guys are top 9, and that's better than, you know, that's going to give you 26, 28 for all 3 of those guys for sure. But again, it's up to you. I think Jet Lawrence is going to be your make or break. If you have the guts to pick Jet, he's either going to score 40 or he's going to score 9. I guess it depends on what kind of ground you're looking to make up. Me personally, I'm just outside of the top 100, and as much as I really, really, really want to push it, the national numbers are not given out after Supercross. They're given out after outdoors, the whole series combined, just like in real motocross. So I'm going to not pick anything crazy. There's no reason to send it. I'm not in striking distance of winning any prizes. So I think I'm going to put it out there a little bit, or I'm not going to put it out there because I don't think it's going to pay off. But hey, it's your guys' team. You do whatever you guys want to do. Obviously, you know what you've done to get here so far. If you have any questions on like rider versus rider kind of thing, but as it stands right now, I think I haven't even looked at my team. So once the broadcast goes off the air, I pretty much immediately start working on the cheat sheets. So I don't even really get a chance to look at it. I'm too busy compiling everything. I think for 250 All-Star, I mean, pick your shot. Ferrandis, Sexton. I like Ferrandis a little bit more than Sexton because he has that one. But just know Ferrandis and Sexton do not need to win this race, so they will not be pushing. If they are, like if Ferrandis is 3rd and Faulkner is 8th, he is not going to push. I think Shimoda, again, a lot of people clowned. I think, JT and Steve both clowned on Dan for even mentioning Shimoda. But Shimoda qualified 11th, and he has a 10 handicap. I think that's a huge deal. Kevin, I like Cooper over Ferrandis, but I wouldn't fault you for taking either or because I don't know what's up with Cooper. I wouldn't be surprised if Cooper got 10th, unfortunately. But I also know Ferrandis is probably not going to max out. Jet or high handicap? I don't like the high handicap guys, Tyler. When you say high handicap, the highest handicap that's likely to make the main is what? A 7? Maybe an 8? And I just don't think I don't like, you know, Lopes short at those 7s and 8s. I think you go Jet if you're gonna go that route. What is my team as of now? Janice, I haven't even looked at my team yet. I'm going to end this broadcast in about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to look at my team. If I'm, like, looking at the sheet right now, I'm probably going to go Ferrandis, Nichols, Blos, Ferrandis, Nichols, Blos, and Mosman, maybe. And on the 450s, just looking at it real quick, I think I'm going to go Malcolm. Because I'd go Anderson, but I can't. So I'd go Malcolm. I'm still high on Justin Hill. I don't think he finishes 9th. I don't think he scores 36, which is what is on the cheat sheet. Let me switch the cheat sheet for you guys. I don't think that's realistic. But I still think he gets over 30. Tickle. Again, I don't think Tickle gets 12th, but I got Tickle on my team also. And I think Bowers. I'm going to stick with Bowers, Tickle, Hill, which was my team on the video. I think I'm going to stick with that. I don't blame you guys for staying away from Bowers. I'm going to go back and look at his individual lap qualifying times because that's a little bit more important to me. Where are you guys at? What's your scores? What are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish after this round? Are you guys trying to break top 100, top 500, top 1000? Dane, this shootout round is the final in my league for a 250 only Triple Crown top 3 payout, and I'm in 5th. I need to send and hope for help. Dane, how far out are you? And fighting the urge for a full send like I do most of the time. My numbers show why it's not good, but it's fun. Hey, gambling is fun. This is the best gambling you can do. Let's be honest. This is just gambling. It's just bingo cards with a little bit of odds. It's horse racing, essentially. Andy, if you can pick Bloss, I don't think it's a bad idea. I do not think he's going to score 42 points, which is what the cheat sheet says. But I think... Can I point that far before the green screen? Kinda. I don't think he scores 42. I think that's out of the realm of possibilities. But I still think if you can pick Bloss, I'm locked out of Bloss, Baggett, and Freezy, and I think Bloss and Baggett could be good again. Do you think Bauer stays solid? Kevin, I don't know for sure. I just don't really like any other picks. He is going to be in the main. That's one thing that I think is certain. Because I think Cunningham, Noren, Ray could be better picks, but I'm done with the LCQ guys. 60-ish? Oh, Dane. Oh, Dane, you're going to have to go big sendies. I think you got to... Dane, you said you're... The 450s for big sendies, you got to go guys that have the potential to score very high, Dane. So I would go with Marty, maybe Tickle, and Hill. Because I think those are... I think Marty and Hill are two guys that could finish top 6 or 7. They probably won't, but would you be surprised if Justin Hill got 7th? We all know he can do it. He did it a lot this year. You got to go with the guys that could score those big top 10s. Does anybody have any faith in Chad Reed pulling a Kobe? And scoring big on his way out. I don't have much to say, but I like the spreadsheet. Thank you, Zach. I'm 200, but need to send it a bit as it just gets progressively more behind every round. Davalos 310. If you have the guts and nothing to lose, Davalos is absolutely your pick. I would go Freezy over Tickle. Dayton, I wish I could. I went Freezy last week, unfortunately, so I cannot. Freezy has to put it together one of these times, right? I think this start's going to be huge. There are going to be people that will go down on this start. I think that somebody might sneak in on one of those coasts. There might be an unlikely guy sneaking into the heat. If you're looking for a high handicap 250 guy, I think it's Justin Starling, if you can pick him. But he had a 45% pick trend last week, so I wouldn't be surprised if you can't. Yeah, I just don't think there's a lot of value in Reed, Kevin. I know that he could get 11th. Would anybody be surprised if Chad got 11th? No, but I don't think he will. And with just a 5, I just don't think he has it. I think if the fans were here, I think Reed could put in a top 10 on his way out. But since it's an empty stadium, I don't see it. I hate Marty. Dane, I also hate picking Marty. But do you want to send it or not? He's the guy. He's the guy that's going to get you the big points. Anybody putting 7 deuce deuce on their team, I was hoping it qualified better because I really wanted to pick him. I know that Charlie is. Charlie puts deuce on his team every chance he gets. Dirty Al, did you pick deuce last round? Inquiring minds need to know. Hi, cat. Where's the cat? Did things crap out? Let me know. Let me know if anything looks bad. I guess I can look on my phone. You picked him last week. You did. Okay, well, Dirty Al picked Entignap last round, so that means he's definitely going to be somebody to pick this round. If you're looking for a guy that could sneak into the heat in the 450s, I think Freddie could maybe get in straight through the heat. Is this the week Cade finally makes it in? Working for you? Okay. I did and still regret it. It'd be like that. Blah. I do not like Heat 2 in the 450s. I don't think I take anybody in Heat 2 that's not. Remember, though, Osborne, who knows? Osborne might not even line up. I haven't seen anything. Sound went out. It's working for me. Just you might have to refresh. I've never streamed on YouTube before, so I apologize in advance if it's janky. I normally do Twitch and it works fine. Let me check on Instagram. Let me see if there's any news from Osborne or the team. Does anybody else agree that the riders need to be more transparent about what their status is? Not for our sakes, just in general. You're good. I can hear. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. How many of you guys are spreadsheet guys? Do you how much research do you guys do, or do you just watch the video and go? Blosser Hill, I still have Hill on my video and I stand by Hill. I think Hill has a higher upside. I think Bloss is more likely to score 30. Thoughts on A-Ray? Adam, I am staying away from A-Ray tonight. I think that the pep talk worked on him. I don't know if you guys heard the live show on Monday, but they said you've got the speed, you just need to chill down, and he did that last week. I just don't think, I think A-Ray makes the main, but I don't think he gets many points. I don't think he finishes 19th maybe, at best. I just don't think there's a lot of upside there. Spreadsheet, too much work. Blair said Osborne's good to go. Thank you, Chad. Yeah, I saw that he said he was going to be in as of when it went off the air, but I'm not sure if any, you know, things could change. I don't know about you guys. I went down pretty hard riding 2 weeks ago and got back up, rode back to the pits, felt not terrible, went out and did another lap and was just off, and then got home, and then I hurt. It wasn't hurt till I got home. So who knows, Osborne might feel fine now, but by the time the gates drop at what, 3:30, he might not. Every time I pick A-Ray, he doesn't make it. Yeah, A-Ray will be in, I agree, but I just don't know what his upside is. For my personal, I want to make an entire video about this, but my personal feeling, like when I try to figure out if somebody's going to be worth it or not, is instead of, I know a lot of you guys probably just look at double points. So A-Ray's a 12. So even if he gets dead last, you're like, yeah, but that's double points. I don't want 26. I want 32. That's my goal. I want to score 32 with every rider. So I look for who could get 7th. If A-Ray makes the main, he needs to beat 3 guys. Do you think he can beat 3 guys? Same with like, for Reed to really pay off, I need Reed to get 12th. Do you think Reed can get 12th? Is it logical? Is it likely? Never going to pick A-Ray again. Tickle or Bloss? Bloss. Give me Bloss there. I cannot pick Bloss, but I think I like Bloss better. I think Bloss gets a better start, and I think that could matter on a track like this. Do you guys think, what are the odds that either Ferrandis or Sexton hit the dirt tonight? Do you think we're going to have drama? Do you think we're going to have wrecks? Charlie, I was thinking about it earlier. I think the contact rules in motocross are the most similar to hockey, where there's a line to be crossed, but generally speaking, it's all good as long as you don't cross the line. 3 guys crashing out on this track is a real possibility. If you think that 3 guys are going to crash out and one of them is not A-Ray, I think you go there. Anybody going for Jerry in the 450s? Anybody feel like drinking and lighting themselves on fire? Nichols or Hunter Lawrence? Give me Nichols. I think Nichols is a sure bet. For me, in a race like this on the 250, I am personally staying away from the rookies. The rookies probably have the highest ceiling, but also the lowest floor. So I personally already kind of wrote off Jet, Hunter, Pierce Brown, Drake, Swole. Not for me. Dino's my all-star. Then I have Bloss, Brayton, and Marty. I like that. I think Brayton's a little conservative, Dane. My biggest complaint with Brayton at a -1 is where does he finish? What's his absolute ceiling? 6th? Mosman, Jessica, I like Mosman a lot. I think Mosman could be a guy that could put it on the podium. And I wouldn't be surprised. So if you're interested in Mosman, I say go for it. Can Fast Freddy make 2 in a row? Casey, absolutely not. Fall Down Freddy. His name is Fall Down Freddy now. Jerry's out. Aw, Dirty Owl. Did he weed himself in qualifying? I need to unmute Racer X. I always mute them. I don't see that on. I always mute Racer X once it gets close to the race because they live tweet everything. First corner crash from one of the points leaders. Oh, could you imagine? Who would you put in for Brayton? Dane, you said you have Bloss, Brayton, and Marty. Who can you not pick? Mosman or McAdoo? I like McAdoo better. Remember, guys, McAdoo podiumed this in Vegas last year. He podiumed the finale. I like McAdoo. I think McAdoo has more upside, but let me just say that McAdoo has a dog in the fight. I think if McAdoo gets close enough to Ferrandis, I wouldn't be surprised if either one of them take out the other, where Mosman's just going to go out and ride his own race. And also, of course, he has that little bit of wiggle room of having an additional handicap. Didn't say it. No, I'm saying that's what I was saying, that like, what are the odds that 3 people go down and one of them is not A-Ray? Can't pick Baggett or Bowers. Baggett or Bowers. If you don't mind going to the LCQ, Dane, I say Cunningham. Give me Cunningham. Give me Cunningham if you don't mind it. It says Jerry's out. Ah, gotcha, Dirty Owl. But yeah, give me Cunningham. If you don't want an LCQ, give me Tickle. I think over Brayton. Who's sending it on 250s? Is anybody picking Dustin Winter, Derek Kelly, Justin Starling, Sinai, Mitchell Falk? Anybody going after one of those guys? Yo, Deke, what's up, man? Also, if any of you guys, let me know what your Twitter handle or your Instagram or whatever is, because I see you, a lot of you, I know it just shows a first and last name on YouTube, but let me know what your guys' names are so I can, I always try to remember who I talk to on Twitter. Pierce, Pierce, Hartraff, Jet, and Blos. Hey, can you move? Pierce scares me. He did not qualify very well. Pierce scares me for sure. I don't like any of the low handicap East guys, especially rookies. I like Jet Blos. I like Jet and Blos. I don't mind the Hartraff pick. But I don't love... the only one I don't love, Michael, is... I don't love Pierce Brown. I think instead of Brown... I don't know who you picked last time. I think I take Drake over Brown if you want to stick with one of the KTM guys. Kitty's name. This is Lux. Normally she's with me when I stream, so she's really confused why I'm not letting her. I know you had Osborne as your early. Still feeling him? No, Charlie. I do not think Osborne. With him being hurt, I don't want to risk it. I think Malcolm and I think Anderson. If you can pick Anderson, I pick Anderson, but I picked him last week, and I know many of you did. I would go with Malcolm second. I maybe even would put Dino as my third choice. If it wasn't for the other round when Dino just randomly got 14th, I would put Dino on my team for a locked all-star, but I just can't do it right now. Marty, Hill, Baggett, and Mookie. Michael, I love your 450 team for sure. Andrea, is that Ruggiero? Is that how you pronounce that? I'm 42 down and 30 points ahead of my second in my series, going for a win. 250 team, Justin Cooper, McAdoo, Craig. I don't mind that. I don't mind that team, Dane. Michael, I like that team, especially if you're trying to protect the lead a little bit. The only thing, like I said, I would swap out Pierce Brown for Drake or one of the Lawrence brothers. I think Hunter Lawrence is going to be a little bit of a trap. I think he's going to have a super high pick trend because he qualified 9th. I don't think he will finish 9th. I think he will finish 13th, 14th. Still get you 30 points. Can't pick Nichols or Starling. Man, Nichols is going to be a really good pick. Starling is going to be a risky pick. I like Starling if you have him, but he's either going to get through the heat or he's going to miss. So you got to looking at him at top 9. I think I have Starling beating Winter and Owen, maybe, out of the heat. But I also think he could just as likely get beat by Lopes and Short. Let me put up the other cheat sheet so you guys can see. Sorry. Don't you think there's just as high of an upside with Jet and Hunter, but without the risk of super high handicap guy? I agree, Adam, 100%. I do not like the big high handicap guys, but I know that you guys love that thing. I know you guys love the LCQ. I don't know why you guys like the LCQ, but you guys like the LCQ. I would personally go with both Lawrence brothers and Craig over anybody over maybe Starling. For me, Starling and Mitchell Falk are the only two high handicap guys that I'm interested in, and even then I'm not that interested. It's gonna be a good race though, for sure. How many of you guys are in the Roto X League on Pulp? Is my home away from home? Does Craig hold it together? Probably not. 310. He probably doesn't. I think Craig tips over. But I think he still finishes double points. The biggest thing is if Craig does hold it together, can you afford to not have Craig on your team? That's my biggest worry. Ruzero, okay. Okay. I see that sometimes and I'm like, I have no idea how to even start with it. Worried about the Hunter Faulkner drama a little bit too. I worry about the Faulkner and the field drama. I feel like everybody has a little bit of drama with Faulkner right now. I don't know what that guy's deal is, man. I just don't understand. So Hunter, Dane, Jet has better upside. If you're looking to make up points to win, I think Jet has a better chance of scoring 40 than Hunter does. But obviously with a 6, Hunter is a safer pick. They did a really good job balancing these. I will say there are going to be at least 6 riders miss double points out of the 250. I'm going to say 6. And if they do, that's going to be a lot of people hurt. So you want to make sure you're not one of those guys with the single points. Take the 26s and 28s. I have drama with Faulkner on Twitter. He's a dick and I've never heard of her. I saw that, Dirty Owl. I'm not going to lie. I saw that. But I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for coming out for the very first one. Let me know, obviously here, but let me know on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. Leave a comment on the most recent video or whatever. Let me know what you think about this. I am planning on doing outdoors. That is the plan right now. It's a month out. My biggest problem is my work schedule is about to pick up as my car events are going to be increasing now that the restrictions are being lifted, so I might not have as much time to dedicate to them. I will be putting out the content. I will be doing cheat sheets if I'm able to, but I can't guarantee that I'll be able to do as much as I've been able to do this last month or so. Zacho FFL, no. I would say no for me. I would go web if you have to. It's a whole lap. If it was a part of a lap, I would think Osborne maybe, but with him being banged up, I wouldn't want to risk it on that. No way. sending it for winters, so many people are gonna do it. Absolutely, absolutely, guys. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the broadcast. I will see you guys on Twitter. Make sure to let me know. If you can, comment on the post, one of the posts that the post about the live show, and tell me you were here, so I can make sure I know everybody that was here. I want to make sure that I thank you guys personally. Know how much we appreciate what you have done. Absolutely, Dane. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, all of you guys. I recognize so many of your names from the comments and everything. Thank you guys so much for being here and making this worthwhile for me. I don't make $1. I don't make anything. I don't get free product or nothing. I've literally got nothing from here. So I really just, the gratitude from you guys is all that has kept me going. But good luck today. I'll be on Twitter and Instagram all day as the races play out. As always, your chiz is chiz. Your Jerrys and your Martys not do what they do. Godspeed, good picks. Make good decisions. I'll see you guys later.